Hi guys, it's Riada and welcome back to another exciting episode on our school's podcast. And today we are here with the same exciting, very fantabulous panelists. And we come with a new topic, which is our experience in boarding life. I'll let my panelists introduce themselves once again.
My name is Usar.
Hi. Wow. Hello, everybody. My name is Api.
Hi, everybody. I'm Deva.
Hi, my name is Casey. Okay, so our very first question is, how was it for you guys when you're joining boarding, like your transition from day school to boarding school?
Personally, I thought that body was horrible.
I thought the idea of boarding was stable before I came to body. Because me personally,
Man, I love my mother, but I'm still that forever. My parents, I love them. So I wouldn't mind staying with them forever until I 80. I think the independence that the boarding gives you is something that you really need to grow. So I feel like my experience with body hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. It's good body.
Personally, I was really excited, like staying away from home, being able to have freedom. That's what I thought. Being able to stay with my friends 24/7. The idea was just exciting. So yeah, the experience was actually nice.
Okay, and okay, there. So for me, like being the only child at home, like I don't know, like if I when I asked to go school, I was so called only school you can go to the boarding school. Someone on chicken and chicken, then he landed on this school. So we came, we started school and other. So when I first came to body, my dad was very basilisk. Are you sure you can to come? I'm like this, I'm very, very sure. Reality. So like I didn't know how it was going to be like. I wasn't really usually stay away from my parents because even if I was, it would only be for like a week. Then I go back home, then I just move and see. But me coming here, and it's like there's no. It was kind of hard to communicate to them because obviously they're coming there, so you have to go on a specific day. So it was kind of hard to also adjust into it. But at the end of the day, now I'm getting used to it. I think it's really like it's a life changing experience. Yeah.
my journey to the first course you've seen how was being on account to Gobi. You know what, there was this truth. You're coming to Brookhurst and I find out I'm in body. I mean, like, I was scared.
Is it only me? Like, did you guys cry?
I was with you. I cried like this after like hour and a half. But like, I feel like my mom was more scared for me than I was for myself. Because even I came on a Tuesday, and on Wednesday she called the school. Friday she called. Saturday she called. Yeah, she was more scared of me coming to boarding that I was. And I should come like every week to visit or take me go. But she was always calling. And it's, I was I love her so much.
Were you crying because you're scared of body? You're crying because you wish we could parent?
I need to
We cried everyone in the office. The funny thing is, I did when my sister was going to body, I cried for her. But when I came to body, I didn't even cry. Like I was, my parents asking me, why you not crying? I expected you to see the crying up on a miss school. Else, then I'm trying to like, you need a tear so that the conversation is short. They go continue life. I adjust quick. But they're not having on some like, no. I mean, I expected to cry. Me, kiddo herself, me, I'm crying, baby. Me, I'm crying.
Well, me personally, my mom doesn't. Yes. They come back for like 3 weeks. Yeah.
You didn't know your age comes body.
No, I came to body. I knew I was coming to body. But I was expecting to be a weekly border. That 3 weeks. Is it used to go on the first week? And then I never. Yeah. No. Then I my 18th week in the bodies. The main reason I got so emotional because my mom wasn't around to bring me to school. So like she was there for like my past day and everything. That's why I cried because I really missed her. She was out of the country. Then I remember when she came back, I was small and I went home. But this time I've not even gone home like that. I came late. I said it's good for midterm.
Honestly, I feel like I was excited. No, the main reason I wasn't like scared or like I was crying was because I knew that I had my cousins in school and they were in day school. So I just knew my mom would be sending snacks to school. So it wasn't really every day I'm eating cool food.
Oh, go to call my parents on that first cube. Then they call me the next cube. Then
You forgot.
I didn't have go. Then they just call me the oh, so now you don't want to talk to us. I'm not the first thing they say. I'm not gaslighting me. And she don't want to talk to us.
The gaslighting one is my I came on a Wednesday. I came to act stop. I told my parents, was letting my rest can come on, bye. I came to school sick. So Pride, well, on Friday, a senior got to me and I was asking, my story the peace parent and peace sick in the mom and tell her, play at this kind of thing will give us a pito. So I never got them those 3 days down in school. So now I go to survey and remember Sunday, I come and I'm begging the chakanite peace to Kim and okay, so to her, I'm telling her. So she's telling me, oh, you have to wait for this and this person to come. I like break her. So I go back out to class, then the show little cousin calls me down. I see my dad and my cousin. I start shedding tears. I'm running outside. They were here. I just hug my dad and he this just whole. And then I go back the next day. So you know what? At least I going to go home, ever see my parents, and then I'm very happy. So yeah.
It's not all that, but at least now you can kind of stay away from your parents.
Like for a week reason, I was scared. It's because like the last school I was in, my cousins were there, so my pastor, I'm like, oh please, my cousins are here and I'm really close to them. Then I came here like all alone. I didn't know anyone. I was just starting afresh. It was so scared. But then after staying like the first night was okay, second night was okay. And like when we got to the weekend, I like started like getting used to body.
What are your emotions like when you came to body? Obviously, base hand cubates. I don't know the way guys call it different name cubates. Like your roommates or whatever housemates, whatever you want to call it, bro. Now pass out the points to whatever I'm saying. What was your attitude or maybe your interaction with them?
Um, my roommates, the most no.
Okay, that's like masa first was school I'm missing.
I think my first roommates were also new, except for one person. And then, so of course, when you're talking to the roommates, they're not, you can think they're some normal people. But when we talk to them, you realize that there's a whole world. Wait, there. You realize there's a whole world out there. So, yeah, it really opens their eyes on everybody.
I can understand the backdrop. I remember my first remake in boarding once they were 2 years ahead of me, both of them, and I didn't know what to do. So I'm just looking at them in the room and then just looking at it, just looking at each other. It's like we're communicating through osmosis. Like, okay, let's go for dinner. Yeah. That wasn't something else. My past roommates, it was awkward because they're already so close and I'd been in this school for so long. So I felt like I couldn't even talk to them like that. Or just enter the room, sleep, wake up, get ready, leave. Then after we got shuffled, the second roommates I got, one of them was someone who had come the same day. So I was really close with her. And the other one was the girl who showed me around. So I was close with those two, which made me like adapting to what you get really easy. Because they were really kind, like caring and it. But I mean, my past two is not like I'm saying they are kind of empty. It's just that they had their own thing already. They used to act that hooked up. So it was just odd.
Wait, God, that's my past roommates, I don't even look so. My past roommates just started to drop you from like 4 all the way to like 10, 11 at night. They're just talking.
In your talk will not.
The dad is coming to me up like 6 times. They not listen. Yeah, but those some conversation that with the roommates.
I equally
Help told about how they reach a point before they came to school.
talk about it as well. Me, mad, sit up, this is what ya.
I'm a roommate. My first roommate was awesome. She used to wake me up early. We used to do homework together at night because our master never used to care. Like she would let us let the lights stay until like 2 a.m. So as long as once you're done, you just switch off the light, she was okay. Me and my roommate would stay up till like 2 a.m. We eat snacking done, then we snack it to the ski. And it was just awesome. I miss her. Shout out to Nevea. Yeah.
Honest, all food day. Okay, what's about like your eats? I feel like one of my icks coming to body was the fact that I had like some, there are some personal items that you had. So, and it's at home, mommy girls cooking the Limash ticket. Eat for me. Now become a big gap. I feel like I wasn't ready to grow up. I was still new. But actually, thank the Lord that actually washed for float. They actually washed for float. They're all the nice, and care about that.
But now what if that machine just decided today it's not my leg? Kila mtu anapanga ya ankodi da.
But okay. I'm used to years. I found it for like 2.
But it's our chat breaks on that or no. But this is
And it's personal hygiene. Some people, only exceptionally hygiene, some people lack. I came to budding nurse and I realized people, we're all just show them, does it? Just show them. But it's not something if I'm happy to say that in where I am currently, I am happy people take hygiene serious.
but for those out there suffering, and if you know yourself, chop soap, chop the shower.
Honestly, I can't like honestly, I take roommates relationship very serious. Like I can't be going to the room where 2 people in the room and we're not even saying hi to each other. We're not saying good morning, good night. Like I like that. I don't like that. I like entering the room. You're like, hi, how was your day? We just have a small conversation. You go do what you're doing. I go do what I'm doing. Like I take roommates relationship with us very serious. Yeah.
So,
Oh, come people are good. Someone like opened the bucket, it's pressed through the entire thing. Oh, Jesus, smell like rice and other things that.
Racist.
Oh,
I feel like something I did like, okay, in my first room, I was sleeping on the bottom bar. So my roommate would sleep above me. She'd like, as she's climbing, sometimes she step on my bed and then she can see my bed cover. And I guess
it's happy. Oh, shoot.
There's something that Gideon said about at the beginning about like you come to like the base catch. So there's something that Gideon mentioned earlier about it where you find out that things aren't always the same as your experience. A very busy experience because other don't have. Like this when I was in school, when I was in Form 2, the Form 1 came, yeah. And then we would have like laundry days on Sundays where like everybody's outside, everyone's washing their plates. So this one girl, she's from Germany. Her parents assigned someone to partly helping her to wash her clothes. So like you'd see her over there with her underwear. Her underwear being taught how to wash her underwear. It's just like what? Second people out there, like you're just seeing someone over there with a mentor to teach them how to scrub dictionary, and she's learned some.
You wash your socks.
it, you use a brush to wash your soft blush. Yeah, so salt. But guys, that's how clothes maybe things are different. You're done. So, okay, never hate though. On to our next question. We mentioned some of the challenges we have facing in Poti. Maybe you can add on to that and how I guess handle it, etc.
Can be one of the challenges I had when I came to body was waking up. Hey, cause in what's it called? When I was a day scholar, I think I'd leave the house at like 7:45, so I'd wake up at like 7. But here, waking up at 6, 5, of course, I wake up at 5 to go shower and then, but some people they wake up 6:37, by 6:30 they're out of door.
3 minutes. It's 3 minutes.
That's for sure.
7 minutes is enough for me to make my bed.
Yeah, but I think how I paced it was Mr. Our dorm father would come to our dorm blasting music. I think that really only picks catches on what pure, yeah.
Like guilty.
Me, Doki, okay. There's not issues there for a while, but then now that they can repeat prefects, like it's a lot better, like way better. Because now you can go tell them to do it, and they'll actually do it.
Sunday but Jif Kadina. Something was my eating schedule. Like at home, maybe let's say if I skip it, I know I wake up, I just go to the kitchen, I find food. And then like, if I missed, you've missed. Yeah, so then I eat. Yeah. Like you skip dinner, then at sleep hard. So this just now to plan yourself accordingly. And also like when you're getting ready after sport, don't eat to know plannings. Or breakfast cakes.
Personally, I don't think you can never miss a meal. If I did, I go praise. Not this saying for a hungry man, you're an angry man. I keep saying it when I'm hungry. I tell you know, I choose never a whole different person I don't miss you. Drug God, anything, mboazote. There's a similar food is amazing. But I feel like work of my challenge, one of my major outcomes for the socks. Socks is a couple. I don't know why I'm still socks and why it helps. But once the school that I started booty, once I tasted it up, it was so key, it was better. Yeah. Also, the still this in the cook. If you don't have something to scam, you can boot. You don't have to stay and just burn like something like tissue. Just come and ask some people like, can I take? You don't have to stay 10 rolls of tissue. This time my personal experience, but stealing 10 rolls of tissue. 10 rolls, that's the Hawaiian. I like let's be considered a sopaga. You know, you should take, some people are stealing tissue, people are stealing potassium. They have to be.
Big guy. You know, for like that issue, just talk to the person.
You know, no, go soak the tissue. Exactly. Okay, Arifa, you
Cameras, okay. I feel like Loki, if you talking to keyboard, like there's some people who are proper manipulators that you get to, but see, think of me like that now. I know where we're at, and they know how to make it really heated. Then they're like, okay, no, maybe it's an implement. Umbe. Then why?
I don't know okay, I feel like primary school boarding was more difficult than high school boarding. Especially the UD. Primary school. No, I didn't realize boarding in class 8. Cause yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So like I used to stay up till like, as I said before, I used to stay up till like 2 a.m. to like finish assignments because in primary school, personally my skill used to get beaten. So you don't want to get beaten, so you have to finish that assignment whether you like it or not. Like you stay up till whatever time you stay up, then yeah. But I just learned to just accept the BT. Just me.
Me says Japan and the Kai streets. Well, I'm not good and my mom. Like, I don't care.
Also plus it was good come on up and your parent take check book me there. Casa to on a cock. I can spy. So I used to get grade 1 I was being beaten in a pixel book. Do like grade 2 was I would then do like grade 3 was a bomb was.
If you want to know, you put pens in between your fingers.
The user then they hit your knuckles over here. But and so I used to get beaten in my old school. He said this, but it says it's okay. The same banner pie. But okay, I'll stop beating anything. The ban same banner pie. How you get your first day and you kill
Me had pretends that kid there.
to your wall. And there's that you this time in like the school I was in before my last one. This guy was getting beaten because she didn't do a second. So let's chop it like can't and already survive that. Me have like Mr. Dead. so much posted smooth her eyes. Just really like this. There was nothing he could do. There's no recovery there.
Mine was me. I haven't got a beaten in a school before. He was. If my teacher took that. I think the worst was calling the rain. Calling the rain, I hated it. Well, you know, he knew that I just.
And you're facing the black. Don't even know why to put that black.
They get all of your friends laughing together and you know they're calling.
Punishment to the Chelsea was like frog jumps around the class. Or like you write like one time. Well, I won't feel to your side. I won't feel to your side. I pick all the clothes I dish. Music be to around the school until he tells you stop. Then there's a girl who fainted into the dustbin. I feel like after that, hey, I will never go that side. Stick. But that, a Bradley. Bradley goes. It was even little now. Bradley 6 not because my God missed at home. Yeah. This is the time for me. Brad. Yeah, I don't deserve to Bradley. Okay, when you guys were transitioning to Brookhurst School,
You guys become like when you get like independent, like traumatic, braining ama you are like, I miss mommy and daddy and all those things.
Miss my mom, man.
Yeah.
I was even stupid. But Bonnie makes you strong hearted though. Because like being away from your parents for like 3 weeks.
yeah. And I said 18. Yeah, this is the 18. I feel like it did make me become more independent. And okay, boosted because I wasn't really think I didn't body me independent. Because even back at home, I was used to being home by myself. Like from like let's say like 8 in the morning to like 6 or 5 in the evening. I was normally alone in that time. So I learned how to do things by myself. It's okay if it's raining in the house, which I rarely use. But yeah, this stuff I learned how to do them myself and I take my parents for that. So even when I came to welding, it was easy for me when it came to the getting like things for myself. It was quite easy for me to make maneuver and be able to do them well. Personally, I feel like, since I'm the only kid, my parents, especially my mom, constantly babying me at home. So when I came to body, like at least I learned that start doing things for myself so that, like when I leave the house, like eventually when I finish school, at least I won't be struggling to like cook, clean, and everything. Because before I came, I just wake up, I shower, put the clothes in the baskets, I go to school, I come back home, they're neat, been folded on the bed, or they're put in the cabinet already, dinner is ready, like, I would barely do anything for myself. Then coming here, you wash for yourself, you arrange everything for yourself. Like, if you can't be independent in what then you really struggle. So I feel like it's really brought that out to me, and I'm happy about that.
Boarding. I feel like every child should eventually go to a boarding school to learn those experiences.
Depends on the age.
That
Some exemptions can make sense if the parents are like picking and saying, but I really this is the part.
the only thing that I think you need boarding was just following a schedule, bro. And come boom, and I'd be on Insta for like 3-4 hours. Then I do my work at like 11 or 12. Sleep at 2. Have school the next day.
The system is strong.
I mean, they are the but I think that's one for today.
You feel it. So lastly, my advice, parents, you're taking your kid to a boarding school, please take them to a school they've already started. Like let's say you're in class 6 right now, take them to a boarding school in that school, because I feel like taking a kid to a boarding school in a school they never been to before, it's going to be difficult for them. Because you need to, you're someone who doesn't wake up by themselves, and like in our school we don't have the mother coming to each room telling you to wake up. So I think you should
consider that because it's not easy to make. For some people, it's not easy to make trend. You can't just tell someone you don't do. I just come, I've met Penny and telling her, Penny, can you hit me up tomorrow? So I feel like that should be considered. Yeah, Angie.
Also, don't take guilty burden in that way, right?
But anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and on those post notifications. And see you guys in the next episode.